Alright, hello everyone, it's Mystic Juicer back with some more Yomi action. We've got Fluffiness versus UTRALAW in some 19XX action, and with me on the cast, returning guest commentator, we've got IamNobody.
I never leave.
He's always here. I just pack him away into a box after I'm done with every video.
That's right. My voice is going to be all over the internet. My voice will be synonymous with Yomi soon enough.
I believe it. You're already making, you're already, I think, the most consistent Yomi streamer in the community's history.
Yeah, for the past few months or so, I've really been hitting it pretty hard, trying to light some fires.
Yeah. I like it. I like the cast. I like that you've got a rotating group of guest commentators. You mix it up with some analysis. Whenever I'm on, it's a goon show, so everybody gets, it's a little bit of something for everybody.
Yeah, I miss when 5Ek used to do it because it was a great mix of analysis and goon show.
Yeah, I don't believe in balance. I'm not about that. Uh-oh.
Okay, so 19XX, from Fluffiness, do you think he's going to do the Persephone pick?
So, he was actually just whispering me before the match, and he was like, he was really hoping... So, Fluffiness doesn't own Yomi, apparently? He only has either round two, the second seed, the expansion characters, owned, or one or the other, or he only has Persephone, or he only plays with coins, because he was like, I was hoping that Setsuki would be the free character today.
Yeah, all the time he plays with the free characters in tournaments and stuff.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. He doesn't have anyone.
But, I think he's going to play BBB, because BBB is the free character. And he mentioned before the match started that he hopes that UTRALAW is going to play Rook.
UTRALAW, or ULTRALAW as I'm going to call him. He normally plays DeGray, but DeGray is banned from 19XX.
That's right. That's right. He's got to fall back on whatever other character he knows how to play. So I think, I'm trying to remember. You're the man with the chart. Oh, you're working with iPad. Let me look up the chart and see what we've got.
Dude, you don't think I can get the chart on iPad?
I don't know. I'm worried about that poor. Actually, your iPad is probably more powerful than the laptop I'm using to cast this whole thing. So.
Yeah, I'm already got the chart.
Okay. You do some sleuthing. I'll hold it down with some. I'll make some funny noises.
I don't hear anything.
Oh, sorry. Oh, value. Cards. Oh man, this Argagarg life. that was the other thing that Fluffiness was saying. It's like, hey, the next time you run this tournament, can you ban Arg too?
So UTRALAW is playing Arg. He's not played Arg once in tournament yet. He's only played DeGray and Valerie, basically.
Okay. I'm, which is weird because Fluffiness was like, banned Arg, but I'm like, but doesn't Persephone? Isn't Argagarg one of Persephone's few agreed really good matches? Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, we're at range. It's fine. It's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so this is a kind of a weird interaction, right? Bubble Shield doesn't stop chip damage. So Queen is still good here, right?
Yes, Queen is still good because most of the time, Argagarg's aggressive card to get out is his Water Spirit, and it ties with the Queen. So you just pop the shield anyway and go back to neutral again.
Right.
So yeah, it's not terrible. Of course, that incentivizes Arg to dodge all the time.
Oh, wow! Reads? Are reads real?
Yes, he knew that the other guy knew that he knew that the other guy knew.
Wheels within wheels. Nice
So
poke.
yeah, I think this right here is a product of, I guess, Argagarg's so far stellar success rate in 19XX.
Yeah, yeah. He's been tearing up. He's been played a lot. And he's got a really, really high win percentage as well. I think that speaks more to the fact that the Yomi community, relies on Truck to counterpick Arg, as I do, because it's really smart. But as a result, people haven't really been like. There's maybe some character specialists that have really had to work hard in the matchup and like work to figure it out, but. I don't know. I think a good ARG player can really stymie that, and especially if you're playing ARG, I think that's why it's such a good pick for UTRALAW, even though he's never played him in tournament. Is like, hey, well, if you don't know how to play against this character, if you get frustrated easily by his zoning antics, maybe I can scoop some wins here.
Yeah, the thing is, as far as agreed upon consensus is, all 4 of 20XX banned characters counterpick Argagarg.
Right.
And so remove 4 of his most powerful counterpicks, and what's left?
Yes, right. Turns out that makes a pretty strong character.
I personally like Arg versus Geiger, but the consensus is that it's the other way around.
Right. Yeah, and I think there's a couple of ARG players that feel some kind of ways about that matchup, that they feel like, oh, it's it's pretty winnable. It's another one of those things like, I don't know, character specialists have very interesting opinions about matchups. I definitely speak for myself included when I say that.
Well, I mean, honestly, it's because even though this is like a card game and everything's homogenous, everyone has the access to the cards, there's no execution barrier, we still play differently.
Yeah.
We still value different cards more, we still have different strategies and tactics, and even when we're trying to execute the same game plan, we go about it a different way. So,
yeah. Ooh, nice dodge from Fluffiness there. Getting out of the way of that immediate blowfish spikes.
Yeah. Yay, jumping robot.
One of the few times I think you're ever going to see anybody cheer for BBB in any matchup, especially on this channel.
I like BBB.
All right. Well, we've always known you're a moral monster, so.
Wait, what? I don't like where this is going.
Yeah, don't approve. Immediate disconnection. And actually, we've been chatting about chatting and having fun, and I didn't realize I'm so used to hands being off. We've actually got hands on this time.
Oh shit! Yeah. Does UTRALAW know?
Yeah, no, they discussed it in the chat, and UTRALAW was like, I usually play hands off, but I don't care. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I haven't even thought about it. So, yeah, so you're right. So we can see hands. So you look at one of their hands, and I'll look at the other one. Right now, I'm looking at Fluffiness.
Okay, in that case, I will. I was like, no, I want to look at Fluffiness. No, okay, I'll watch UTRALAW's hand.
No, I'll switch.
No, it's too late. It's too late. I've already switched to the fish.
So I actually didn't really like those dodges that he was doing there. I didn't like the first one a lot. Okay. I would have rather he blocked, but I hated the second one.
I was disgusted, and then I just was even more disgusted.
Because after he dodged the first dodge, he only played a cog shot for his dodge follow-up.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the second dodge, like, I don't know what he wanted to do, but what he should have done was play a fully pumped, not junk shot, the other one.
Gyro spin.
Gyro spin, yeah.
Yeah. Nobody knows, it's like, nobody in the Yomi community, you yourself accepted, knows what any of the cards are actually named.
I think people are learning. You knew that it was gyro spin. I think it's my influence.
Yeah, you can check the tapes later and watch me, like, zoom in on the card and, like, mouth the word, like, gyro spin? Kebab spin. Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, classic Mystic Trader.
Oh, nice throw.
Yeah, people forget that BBB's throws are pretty fucking fast.
Yeah. And they forget that his combo, like, throw combos are actually pretty good. That's the thing, when I first picked up this character on a lark, I was like, I was tired of getting my ass kicked by BBB as Rook. I was like, okay, I'm gonna learn this character, see what he feels like from the other side. It's good kind of general tactics. Anytime you're having difficulty in a matchup, pick up the other character, see what they're actually struggling with. You can identify, you know, moments of weakness or awkward situations for them. And I was like, oh man, these throws are terrible. They don't knock down. You've got 2 combo points, so you, like, combo into nothing. Like, combo into a 6 for 13 damage off a throw. Ugh. Garbage, garbage, garbage. But yeah, they're fast. Importantly, they're fast. They're what, 0.4 speed, I think?
Yep, 0.4.
Yeah. And that's like a really good speed, actually. Deals very, very well with the typical kind of Shoto characters, which tend to be at the 0.6 speed.
Yeah, and 0.4 beats the lion's share of the cast.
Yeah, ties with Persephone, like, that's the... Or wait, does
No,
Persephone has 0.6 as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Throws beat Persephone's throws.
Yeah, so, like, legit fast throws, and throw into Queen for 22 damage is real nice. Like,
and Piston Hurricane, got him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and throw into Ace is, like, super, what do you call it, efficient.
Yeah.
Does 18 damage.
Yeah, really, really brutal. Yeah, and the thing is, like, unlike other characters who would look at a card like Queen and go, oh man, I really need to save this, you know, for specific use. Like, it's so good at range, you know, as a dodge follow-up and all that sort of thing. Because of the way his character works, that he picks up, you know, the first face card he plays each turn at range, he can afford to spend every Queen he picks up on dodge follow-up, and then save 1 for when he gets to range, because he's never going to lose that, except, you know, against Vendetta can make him lose it, like, voluntarily by ending the turn, I guess.
And normally, for most characters, I think that even keeping a Queen isn't all that necessary for range.
Mm-hmm.
This matchup, I think it is necessary, because you have to be able to threaten doing actual damage, make Arg do something.
Yeah.
But as long as you have a king at range, everything is good.
Right. Oh, goes for the headbutt, the sexy. He wanted to style on this, man. He wanted to go for 7, Queen pump pump, Queen pump pump. Don't even lie to me, Fluffiness. Like, I saw the look in your eye,
dude. You wouldn't need to do that many pumps to kill him.
It doesn't. This, you know, this is Fluffiness we're talking about. This man will single ace you as Persephone just so he can full damage combo you on a turn where you can't do shit about it for the style points.
Yeah, I don't like Robo Headbutt in most matches, and this is definitely another one. I mean, right. Losing combat with a regular normal, at least you go to range, you know, you get that value.
Yeah, exactly. TM.
The Robo Headbutt, and you lose your fastest throw, and you lose combat.
Yeah, I think the importance of that throw speed, especially, you know, like, this is another matchup where nice Fluffiness with the Argagarg chatbot barks.
I thought he was gonna change it up. You're drowned by a robot holding you underneath.
Yeah, that's right. Choking you out. So not at range, so he doesn't have the the meaty attack setups here. But he's got a dodge, and he's gonna go immediately for the dodge.
Yeah, and if he dodges into a gyro spin, UTRALAW will be one combat away from death.
Yeah. Does he have the Joker? He's most of the way through his deck.
What do you mean, does he have the Joker? Aren't you looking at his hand?
No, I've switched back over to Fluffiness, because you said...
Damn it!
was like, and now I'm gonna wait for for IamNobody to switch to UTRALAW, and now I'm gonna switch to UTRALAW.
I switched to UTRALAW there.
Okay. Alright, so can UTRALAW stay alive here? Nice! Alright, he's not out of this yet. He's got a huge ARG hand, so he can probably power up a good amount. Maybe get those 2 aces back.
Yep.
There we go. The threat is real. Fluffiness is out of dodges, unbeknownst to UTRALAW. He's only spent 4 of them, though. And he's midway through his deck, so he could threaten the fact that he's got more.
He could. Now, in an awesome twist of events, if they tie big supers, UTRALAW will win with 1 hit point remaining.
Okay, I have a new wish. I have a new wish for this match. The question is, are we going to see UTRALAW 7 throw and beat this 8 throw? Oh, would have been hype.
I think it would have been hyper to just hit him with the spikes.
Yeah. UTRALAW got scared. He wanted to get he was unwilling to take the risk of another dodge, I suppose. That's really the only thing he was going to lose to.
Yeah, but the thing is, he wouldn't have died to a dodge.
That's right.
He would have had 1 hit point remaining.
That's true.
He would die to throw into gyro spin. Whoops.
Yeah, so I guess the strictly correct thing, the strictly correct mix-up would have been either you blowfish spikes or you throw with your fastest throw. Because blowfish spikes was completely safe, so the only thing it would have lost to would be... Yeah, the only thing it would have lost combat to, we wouldn't have even lost the game. It was basically all upside to play blowfish spikes.
Yeah. The mix-up was blowfish spikes or smoke a cigarette and then play blowfish spikes.
I guess that's true, yeah, he could have blocked. But you gotta protect against throw somehow. No, wait,
yeah,
blowfish spikes does that. Man, I don't know how Yomi works anymore. I've lost so much.
I know. You forget how to play when you stop using Rook.
That's right. I'm a blind man crawling around in the dark.
That's why I always have to keep using Rook, so I stay grounded.
All right, so
like,
immediate
I have to block
range.
sometimes. I'm sorry, what?
Oh, immediate range. Just gets in there. Ooh. It's that meaty attack into Jack. Good damage.
Ping! Yeah, you play Troc for too long and you forget that sometimes you have to block.
Yeah, it's weird. Except I do nothing but block as Troc, so even that's inaccurate.
Of course you would. Of course you would.
Yeah, I mean, this is me you're talking to. And UTRALAW immediately going for kings, saying like, okay, Fluffiness, I know how you play. You're gonna throw me eventually.
Yeah, but the thing is, he had a high normal in hand, so I'm not sure why he wouldn't use that instead. I mean, it lost to all the same things that King lost to, except for he would have drawn a card.
That's true. Well, again, I mean, we don't know how new this Argagarg is. It could be quite new. So you might think like, oh, 3.2, it's just like an automatic thing. Like 3.2, oh, it's faster than this high normal, so I'll play that instead. Oh, nice. Goes for
Got
the
it.
Raw King. Beauty.
That overdrive value.
Yeah. So he does lose the king on that exchange, and if UTRALAW is feeling brave, he can go for some blocking stuff. Ironically, the only normal attack that Fluffiness has in hand is the odd normal. So, so that 9 just checkmated his entire range.
Yep. So UTRALAW can still chip away while he's at range. That's something.
Yeah, he's going to accumulate that slow damage over time. Now the thing he's got to worry about is really the appearance of a queen, and Fluffiness immediately dodged because he does not have a queen in hand. So the longer he does stuff that doesn't reveal that he doesn't have it, the more he might force UTRALAW to play some normals. But it looks like UTRALAW is content to sit back and block.
Yeah, that's normally my strategy, honestly, when I'm at range. Here I go, giving away more tech. Everybody just beat my ass, please.
This is a learning stream, man. This is a learning channel. People come here for this content. I'm not going to provide it. You gotta lift me above you. And
when I go to range, I basically block until they stop dodging.
Yeah. Nope, Fluffiness picks up another dodge, but I really don't think that UTRALAW is going to give him what he wants. I think he dodges once and then immediately goes back to blocking.
He should, yeah. Just block until they stop dodging. That's literally it. And then when they finally get you, you get 8 damage. You're like, okay, now I have to think of something else.
Don't watch me, watch him. Simrian with the tips. He's out of the tournament, but he's still a TO. He's given it his all.
He's out of the tournament already? It just started.
Yeah, I know, but he who did he lose to? I think he lost to Fluffiness, actually, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, he Fluffiness eliminated him in their last match.
Oh crap! Who did I beat?
It's like wait, did I beat Simrian?
I might have. Whoever I beat, they lost to 5ek and then to me immediately, and they said, "Well, that was fast." And
Yo. No, so
Radix T was like, "Yo, you just lost to 5ek and IamNobody."
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I can't remember who that. I think that was a newer player, and who was kind of feeling a little bit discouraged. But yeah, definitely like nothing to be ashamed of. Like going 0-2 in a tournament, it sucks. That's why I don't love double elimination, but I wanted to try to keep something.
What the shit?
Oh no! Oh no! He didn't know.
Oh, UTRALAW.
Oh no!
This is why you go into training mode and you practice shore use. Practice shore use. So you don't.
What is it? Crouch strong into fireball all day.
Yep. Crouch strong into fireball.
Yeah. No. So we're seeing some learning on the job. But I like the gumption. You know, enter a tournament of a different format. Pick a top tier. Just do it. Migo doesn't need to change his name to be a dark version of himself.
Yeah, it's the thing is, it's not. I don't think what you or UTRALAW are saying is entirely accurate. That the matchup is something he doesn't know. He just apparently doesn't know about BBB.
Yeah,
because this stuff isn't like matchup specific stuff. It's just BBB specific stuff.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think there was a situation recently where a newer player dodged at range, like successfully dodged at range against BBB, and then spent True Power of Storms. So it could be worse. At least Argarg Super is only 2 aces.
No, that was against Argarg. You played True Power of Storm.
Oh, to break Bubble Shield. Okay.
Yeah.
Slightly different. Similar situation though.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah. It's you know what? It's like it's tough when you're playing a character, especially when you're playing either a character you're not familiar with or against a character you're not familiar with, you're just going to end up making some really janky plays. Like, turns out you didn't read that character's cards ever. Like,
Yeah, I think it's more forgivable against BBB because honestly, he's got a lot of friggin' text.
yeah,
Like, look at the text on long range.
yeah, it's true power of text, man. We already know reads don't exist, so like.
Also, reading doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's true. It's like I can't remember where. I can't remember when it was, but like the first time I played against Quince, I literally like, or like no, maybe like the third time because it wasn't the first time. Like the third time I played against Quince, I ended up reading his aces, like what his ace actually does, like what Patriot Mirror says on the tin, like. All of a sudden, I see this guy slap down 2 cards, and I'm like, oh, I wonder how he's doing that. Maybe I should do some investigative reporting. Check out this character a little bit.
Man, I read before when I start playing this game or any game. I read every character's like all their entire deck.
It's too much effort. Who's got the time?
Losers like us who are sitting here screaming at me.
Oh man, UTRALAW going for a rare throw. I think. Well, I don't know. I was about to say against a high card BBB. I don't think you're gonna get many throws. They're gonna push buttons at high hand, especially after they've picked up aces. But you know, I've been wrong before, and BBB is one of those characters that if he's not willing to push the ace button, you can safely kind of push. You know. Especially Argagarg, who's got a lot of stuff at 2.2, 2.4, 2. You know, that awkward range where he just beats all of BBB's normals.
Yeah, and I mean, Fluffiness knows UTRALAW has the blowfish spikes. You saw him grab it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the intimidation of blowfish spikes aspect, but I still didn't think the throw was high percentage because Fluffiness has only spent... Oh, and that time the throw would have worked.
Yeah. He's
savage.
He baited him. The baits. The master of sadism. Hard at work here. Okay, gonna power up some 8s. UTRALAW gonna do the same. we got low stakes boner jousts all up ins.
Low stakes?
Yeah, what do these characters like? Does BBB actually care if he hits an ace block?
Oh, ace block. I think UTRALAW is posturing that he has blowfish spikes.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I think trading AA here to blowfish spikes is not all that bad.
Just because UTRALAW would die in another combo, be it throw or piston hurricane, yes, I think you're correct.
Yeah. Oh! Wow. I did not expect... I did not expect the waveform to collapse in that particular way.
And UTRALAW did not combo despite the fact that he had a 6 and a jack in his hand.
Ooh. Going for the knockdown? Is he trying to set up blowfish spikes here?
He doesn't have blowfish spikes, so...
Is he going to set up a sweet ace block?
Hopefully that's his plan. Is ace block.
If he throws this man on knockdown.
Because otherwise, he should have just taken the combo. No, don't do it. Why?
Oh, no.
Why would you do it?
He did not believe. Is he going to face down? I think in this situation you basically have to. Oh no! Wow. True power of robots. TM.
Honestly, I actually don't think it really helped all that much to pump the aces there. Probably would have been better to just keep them.
Yeah, he's gonna gold burst here though. Actually, he might dodge first. He's gonna either dodge or... Oh my goodness. I don't even know what this man is doing. Just put a 2 attack on the table. Wow. Apparently he knows something that I do not. Why must you...
Well, I think he was thinking if he does get stuffed by the... Even if he does get stuffed by the ace block, he still goes to range.
Yeah,
and then
true.
he can probably easily set up a victory from there.
It's a fair point. In any case, it did work out for him. So UTRALAW is sent to the think tank. Fluffiness up 2-0.
Yeah, that first of all, I wouldn't have gone for the knockdown on that turn. I would have just taken what damage I could get.
Oh.
But after the knockdown, I really thought like ace, like, oh, he is setting up for the ace block. That's actually pretty sick.
Yeah, I thought ace block or double ace seemed pretty strong.
Yeah, or I mean, even a mix-up normal.
Yeah.
Than a queen there.
Yeah, precisely because ace and double ace are like they're so threatening in that situation. It's like double ace is completely safe, right? The worst thing that happens is that UTRALAW deals 16 damage and takes 21, so he takes 50% of his remaining health, but he puts Fluffiness down at like, you know, the 20 health range. But yeah, and therefore, you know, pretty safe on Fluffiness's part to block, which is what we ended up seeing. And yeah, queen is just less effective there, less value there than a cross-up attempt would have been.
Yep. Queen just didn't beat really any of Fluffiness's plays, really. And
Yeah.
even if it did win, the mix-up normal would have beaten it just as hard, if not harder. So
yeah. So yeah. we see him switch to Valerie. And luckily for him, Fluffiness's hand is complete butts. He has nothing above a 6. So even if he gets put to range, which Valerie is very, very prone to in the early game because she desperately wants to block. Yeah, there we see it. Fluffiness is going to get like no value. The only value Fluffiness is going to get off of this range is damage that UTRALAW is going to do to himself. So I'm really hoping that UTRALAW sticks to his guns, sits back, and just blocks for the next... until he has 13 cards in hand. Because anything but that is going to get him into a lot of trouble.
Yeah, he's not in a huge hurry to get out right now, although he does have multiple reversals that can break him out.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate, because that's going to be tempting. Because he can't assume that Fluffiness's hand is as bad as it is. And Fluffiness, you know, kudos to him, he set himself up really nicely. Oh, okay, good. I like the block from UTRALAW a lot. But Fluffiness has played in such a way in these previous games that that UTRALAW might say, oh, well, if he plays normally, he's just going to king me, so I need to defend myself with pokes. And that would allow Fluffiness to get a lot more value out of this than he should. Yeah, there it is. Now, unfortunately for Fluffiness, the jig is going to be up, because the only thing he's got to dodge into is a jack, which he drew like last turn. So now I hope that UTRALAW just sits back and blocks.
Although I normally, if the first thing I hit at range is a dodge, I will always play cog shot before extensor grab, so I hide the fact that I have extensor grab.
Yeah, that's a fair point. And just as I said that, he drew the king off the draw for the next turn, but went for the cross-up setup first. That's nice. He's going to maintain. He's going to get some good damage. He's going to get value out of that normal poke. And he's going to continue to hide the king, and he mashes king.
Although, honestly, playing that 3 normal that UTRALAW did made no sense. Like, he had multiple Crimson Passions that he could have used instead.
Yeah.
Like that. It's gold! It's gold!
And it's good! The crowd goes wild. Hopefully that picked up. I don't know what my mic sensitivity is. Wampa, please. Oh no.
It's not terrible.
Yeah, it's not the worst. The thing about this matchup is, like, I don't know how normal Valeries play it. But the only way I've ever won it is by going down to like 20 hit points and then winning every combat from there on out. Like, it just seems to be the way it works.
I don't know. I mean, UTRALAW didn't even have a very good combo off of that normal. Like, he didn't have 3 normals at the time.
Yeah.
And he has an ace that he could have just used in neutral, which would have beaten that too. So I'm not, yeah, whatever. People make mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, again, could be an early character. Nice dodge, actually. I like the dodge from that position a lot. Immediate face down from Fluffiness. Yeah, he desperately needs cards. Oh man, that's a really good draw off the blue burst. He picks up 2 7s. Oh, it looks like I've lost. Alright, I've lost IamNobody.
Hello.
Hey, hey.
It might have just shut down automatically after a certain amount of time.
Ah, gotcha. One second, I gotta answer some questions from the people.
So, that I don't know what UTRALAW did that for.
How do you mean? Which part?
He blocked on the robot's knockdown. He's lucky that it was a headbutt instead of like that.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm a little surprised. Maybe he was looking to fish out another ace or something, but yeah.
Well, he had numerous cards that could beat an ace. I mean, numerous.
Well, again, I think, I mean, UTRALAW, if he's been playing de Grey, like mono de Grey, you know, in other tournaments, hasn't had an opportunity to really branch out and explore the rest of the cast. He could be, and it seems like he's fairly new. I mean, he's fairly new to the game. That's known for sure. So got a lot of learning, and that's the thing. Like sometimes you got to do your learning in tournaments. It's one of the most consistent ways to get really good games against really strong opponents. So you're gonna get some ass kickings. Oh, I'm sorry, UTRALAW. It's okay. You're gonna learn a lot. It's actually really useful.
Yeah.
We really. I don't think.
Every time
Yeah.
I whine and complain and say you did something wrong, you can hopefully go, okay, that guy's an asshole, but he has a point.
Nice throw.
But you're right. I mean, just like in actual fighting games, you play tournaments is how you get better.
Yeah.
And your 19XX tournament is pushing some people out of their comfort zone, causing them to learn some new characters.
Yeah, Frau Rollo knows what's up. He's gonna tell him the secret. But yeah, it's like I played an early game against Thello in one of the IYLs, and he actually watched the video afterwards and pointed out a lot of mistakes that I was making. And I actually found, to go back to a more recent match, when I was playing my match against Copper, Grave versus Manalker, I found your cast incredibly helpful in terms of like pointing out some really, in retrospect, really obvious mistakes. But at the time, if I hadn't heard them corrected, I would have kept playing that way because it just felt like I was making correct decisions when it turns out I was definitely not.
Oh.
So I highly recommend if your match is streamed, even if you take the loss, like take a few seconds, you know, take some time to get over the loss, get over whatever salt you need to, but do make sure that you go and check out that replay afterwards because it will provide some really good information. You'll pick up some stuff that you weren't aware of in the heat of the moment.
Honestly, I've been so impressed at UTRALAW Restraint. He has like 20 things that beat anything Fluffiness can do, and he's been blocking out these dodges. I mean, he eventually fell into it, but
yeah, that's still really impressive.
Yeah, because I would have mashed uppercut so hard.
Yeah. It's kind of the double-edged sword of Valerie in this matchup. Like, you have stuff that beats everything that BBB wants to play. But you also know that he has 8 dodges in the deck, and you're not in control of when he draws them. Nice. Gets out of there. So he's following the recipe that I elucidated earlier. He's just got to be really careful that he doesn't walk into Piston Hurricane here.
Okay, he's got a really strong hand too.
Yeah, that can be dangerous. Oh no.
Damn.
That's exactly why. Unfortunately, so this is not going to be lethal. He does have to face down here because it potentially could be. Unless there's an ace in the discard. No, there isn't. So he has to face down here because, as far as he knows, this is potential lethal. Yeah, no reason for Fluffiness to follow that up and give Valerie any more cards than she already does.
This is going to be a perfect, it looks like.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because it might push UTRALAW off of Valerie. Which, to be fair, if he's not comfortable with Valerie, I would actually suggest try another character, see what else sticks. See what else you can make happen. But, Valerie can do very well in this matchup. Her single aces, draw cards when they beat BBB's pokes in neutral. They're well positioned at range as well. They sit below that 2.2 threshold, and they trade nicely with BBB normals at range. She's got queens, of course, and then in neutral she's got a million options to blow up BBB pushing a button. So, unfortunately, sometimes it looks like this. She does have a lot of trouble dealing with his ace-ace, especially in the late game. But it's not a terrible pick.
Just throw UTRALAW. Do it now.
Oh, you would have been right. So scary in this situation, though. Unfortunately, I think he's going to defend himself to death. And Fluffiness cleans him out with the king for 8 damage exactsies. Nicely done. Goes up 3-0.
Okay, did Fluffiness get some spare change from some of the other people here?
Just so we don't have to see him ever play BBB again?
No, just so if he didn't, UTRALAW just pick Gwen and take out the trash.
I don't know. I don't know if I would feel comfortable piloting Gwen my first time picking up the character. I suppose you could do worse, though.
Gwen's easier than Valerie.
Yeah, that's very true. She doesn't have the awkward early game as much as Valerie does. She can dodge forever if she wants to.
Yeah, UTRALAW had a really good hand all game, and it never did a damn thing.
Yeah.
He died with all his good cards in his hand.
It's unfortunate, yeah.
He had multiple aces, he had full jack plus, he had 5-6-5 normal strings,
oh,
he had
man.
multiple bursts of speed.
That's brutal. Yeah, UTRALAW taking a moment to think about the game. Maybe have a look at the character select list and see.
Yeah, he might be actually going through your chart or one of the matchup charts that we have posted online and trying to find an acceptable BBB counterpick from that.
Yeah, it's possible. It's tough. BBB zoners, man. BBB, just like Argagarg. Even if you're playing the advantage side, if you don't have specific experience against the characters, it can just feel like they beat you by making you beat yourself. You anticipate, you're worried at the wrong times, you don't go in Yeah, I really like this attitude from UTRALAW, though. He's absolutely right. I totally agree. It's a really good idea, and he's going to grow as a player as a result. See, there's still some good left in me. I'll cut that part out of the stream. It'll all be booze, insults.
Yeah, both of us being nice at the same time. You have to cut that out.
Yeah, I gotta balance it out. It's an exploitable casting range. Ooh. Don't fall for it. Yeah. Yeah, that matchup is, I would categorize it as a psychosexual nightmare.
So, unfortunately, UTRALAW had no reason at all to play a 5 attack there.
Yeah.
He had a queen attack that could have busted the low normals.
Yeah, the tilt is definitely real.
I just don't. See, the thing is, I just don't think he realizes how devastating it is to go to range, and how much you have to work to stop that from happening. You have to play a range. Oh God, I'm not going to say that. You have to play a strategy that will not lose to just random low pokes.
Right. Yeah, and Argagarg, I mean, again, I have no experience as Argagarg in the matchup. I'm just going off of some, what little I know out of playing against BBB. You can really stymie the robot. Even first turn dodge, if you don't have any low normals, even if your hand is complete garbage, you've only got throws and 5s and 6s. You can still, dodge pretty well if you can find that particular tool. Anything that's going to force BBB into thinking about pushing buttons at you. And as Argagarg, you don't really need cards in your hand, right? Eventually you're going to find an ace. Eventually you're going to find enough cards to double ace. There's a good one. Good stuff here.
I disagree.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's not worth going to range to get that bubble shield. And he still has...
true point.
I'd rather play bubble shield when at range if I didn't have anything else to do.
Right.
And then get out of range, hopefully with the bubble shield still on. I don't know. Because maybe if you don't have anything better to do, but he had numerous cards that can beat out those low normals.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I forgot that Queen at range is actually really, really ugly for Argagarg to deal with.
So, I'm not sure what Fluffiness has, but right now I think UTRALAW should gold burst.
That's fair. I think Fluffiness has a single dodge in hand, and he's only got queens and jacks, so he doesn't have the kings. So I think it's a mix-up for him between dodging this turn and queening.
Yeah, if I was UTRALAW right here, I'd play the gold burst. Because that's his best chance at winning this game, is getting out of this range with his bubble shield still intact.
And unfortunately for him, I hope he doesn't take your advice, because Fluffiness just put a dodge on the table.
Yeah, that would be bad if he does it.
But it wouldn't be incorrect to do it there. That's good too. That's very good. Dodging at range also puts Fluffiness in a position where he's got to decide to either, okay, I'm going to continue to trade dodges with you, and I have way less than you do, or I'm going to start mixing in blocks, and then you might be able to get away with mixing in a block to get out of range.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, UTRALAW thinking that a king was coming.
But even so, he had a queen to tie that.
Yeah, but again, we we were talking about how, like, if he thinks that the king was coming, then playing the 6 is way better than the queen.
It depends on what you mean by thinks the king is coming. Because even if you think things are coming, you have to play cards that also give you maximal benefit if you're wrong.
True.
Because people are going to be wrong all the time. I'm wrong all the damn time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so
I guess it depends, right, on yeah, I don't know how valuable it is to hold on to the queens until you get out of range. Like, can you... Ooh. Ain't
okay,
looking
so
good.
this isn't bad. This isn't terrible.
It's still 13 damage, right? And
It is 13 damage.
we just talked about how it's bad to be at range even with bubble shield on.
Yeah, it's bad to be at range with bubble shield on, yes, but playing the bubble shield block at range isn't bad because
Yeah, that's true.
You call out his dodges while he's dodging and flipping around. And then it gives you an opportunity to next turn get out of range. No, don't do it. Oh, okay, it was a
Yeah,
dodge.
it's good.
I thought he played 4 attack.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think there was an update recently to try to alleviate some of the lag. That kind of makes it odd to see, or odd to identify which way people play their cards. Like, it doesn't always display correctly. Okay,
Yeah,
so,
I don't think Argagard needs his queens outside of range because he has 2 pokes and jacks.
but that's basically it, or double
Bubble
A.
spikes.
Oh my!
Sometimes when you don't know what you're doing is when you do the best things.
I gotta give him the meme. That deserves the meme.
No, don't do that. That makes no sense.
Oh no, yeah. See, so these are just inexperienced plays. So explain to UTRALAW why this is not a thing you need to do.
Okay, first of all, 7 throw is a decent tool, but even if you do play Protective Ward on a normal turn, Fluffiness cannot combo because the Bubble Shield ability says right there, the next time you get hit with an attack or throw, take 0 damage and end combat. So he couldn't combo even if he wanted to.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if UTRALAW... So typical ARG play after playing the 7 is to do something risky because you've drastically weighted the RPS triangle in your favor. Oh, he actually plays really conservative. I like that. I don't think he needed to play the 7 to get that, but I actually like the decision. I'm glad he didn't do something like throw or even necessarily dodge from that position. The nice thing about this particular setup, now that they're in neutral, and Fluffiness has spent a bunch of aces, is that, yeah, UTRALAW can basically play a lot of pokes and a lot of blocks and get a lot of profit out of that. Or a lot of pokes and a lot of dodges.
I think we all need to hold our hats over our chests, rip double bubble.
Yeah, that's right. Play the sad, sad violin music.
Or taps.
Alright, what disgusting goonery are we going to see from Fluffiness in this position?
4 attack mix-up.
4 attack mix-up. Okay, alright. I'm pretty sure he played a face card of some kind.
Good. You need to drag him back down where he belongs.
That's right. He's had it too good too long. Wow, the Wampa strats. Unfortunately, the Wampa is denied. It's only the Wampa if it works.
See, I called 4 mix-up. It was a 6 attack mix-up. So I'm giving that to myself.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm calling that reads.
Yeah, you actually read a much better play, so... We give you those here. We take those.
They're equivalent. Both of them really slow, even attacks that lose to everything.
That's right. That's right. I want to see a BBB strat guide, which basically calls that out. Nice. UTRALAW has found his rhythm, and his rhythm is playing a lot of 2-point-something speed attacks.
Yes. We do it, folks.
So he's got a life lead. I think this is the first life lead of the set. Making it work. Basically came down to that really well-timed bubble shield against Fluffiness's double ace play.
Yep. Okay, continuing to play the fast attacks, gets dodged, but what's going to happen? Nothing much.
Yeah. Saves himself from taking any damage.
And he still has blowfish spikes sitting in his hand.
Oh, nice. Fluffiness has finally, and I repeat, finally run out of dodges. Now, we haven't seen the draw from the turn, so he might pick one up right there. No, rip the dream.
He might have to block like a normal person.
I mean, he's going to jack him. He's going to jack or 4-attack him. Yeah, I guess BBB's jack is actually a pretty good tool in neutral. Same thing as against Rook. It basically only loses to the 2.2 speed attack from the other character. Oh no, what a time to block.
Unfortunately, it loses clean to blocks, which is not something you want to do all that often.
That's true. You got to defend yourself sometime.
You do. But I prefer just using beta thrust if I'm poking stuff out.
Yeah, that's
beta
fair.
thrust being a single ace.
Thank you. I was going to mispronounce it as beta.
Well, British people mispronounce it all the time, so you're being good company.
Shoutouts to all the British people watching. Oh, nice. Counters the crash and flow. No mix-ups for you, sir. Now, the question is Fluffiness going to raw king him anyway? I give it a 60% odds.
Oh man, Jenga Jam is about to play against RadXT for losers finals in whatchamadoodle.
Oh shit, okay.
Send him a message. Tell him not to start until we can stream it.
Alright, one sec. Oh! 60%? 60% of the time, it works every time.
The tragedy begins.
Lost.jpg.
I wouldn't have done that there because okay, I would have gold burst there because would not powered up and then gold burst because it already looks like he doesn't have any more fast attacks. He has 3 queens and 3 aces from the discard. And he already used 1 joker. So playing a gold burst there was like, I have nothing left. Come on and hit me.
Oh no.
That's not great.
That's not great. This is a lot of damage. Oh, never mind. I thought they were... Oh, God. I thought they were... Jeez, I thought they were neutral.
No, it's worse.
Oh, it's far worse. Yeah, and basically...
He needs the gold burst here. He needs the gold burst.
Yeah.
Because if not, Queen checkmates the rest of his hand. And that's all she wrote.
Rip. Unfortunate. Sorry, UTRALAW. But I hope the stream I hope the recording is helpful. Check out the tapes. You'll see some tips. See how you can improve against BBB in particular. Maybe ARG in general. Hats off to Fluffiness. Nicely played. A commanding 4-0 performance. And I'm going to cut it off there just so we can hop into this other game that's just getting started. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.